You're in an interview for your ideal job and you're asked, what are your greatest strengths? Do you know how to answer this in a way that will knock your interviewer's socks off? Not sure? Well, stick with me. In this video, I'm going to explain what not to say, which more than 90% of candidates do. I'm going to tell you exactly how to answer this question with confidence, what descriptive words to use, and give you my exact formula to impress your interviewers. Welcome back. I'm Stacey Davidson, founder and CEO of Virtual Job Search Coach, creator of Power Up Your Job Search program, and on this channel, I teach techniques and strategies to help you determine, pursue, and land your dream job. I've interviewed thousands of candidates throughout my career, and one of my favorite questions to ask is, what are your greatest strengths? And this is one of the questions that most candidates fail. Do you know what the most common words are I hear from most candidates? Hardworking, loyal, dedicated, friendly, trustworthy, focused. Do any of those sound familiar? Do you know what I think of when I hear those words? That was very mature, wasn't it? I don't actually do that in an interview, but it is what I'm thinking in my head when I hear those words. If you've used those words before, hey, it's behind you. After this video, you'll never use them again and you'll know exactly what you should say. Now, before we get started, please give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I put out one video a week. So tap that notification bell so you are the first to know when my next video is out. Now, before I explain why those words are not good to use, let me first give you the 4 main reasons why an employer asks what your greatest strengths are. Number 1 is to find out how well you know and believe in yourself and are confident that you're the right person for the position. Number 2, to uncover any additional reasons for hiring you in comparison to other candidates. Number 3, to determine your potential, because sometimes they may consider you for another position where your strengths could be even better utilized. And number 4, to ensure everything is matching with what you claimed on your resume and in your cover letter. So the goal when it comes to answering what are your greatest strengths is to think strengths, not expectations. Employers expect you to be hardworking, loyal, punctual, focused, dedicated, trustworthy, and friendly, right? Also, think of it this way. What's the opposite of hardworking? Lazy. Loyal? Disloyal. Friendly? Cold, aloof, distant, unfriendly. Dedicated? Uncommitted. Trustworthy? Corrupt. Focused, uninterested, distracted, or absent-minded. Do you see where I'm going with this? You don't want to describe your strengths as things your employer naturally expects from you. So let's talk about how you should answer this question. If you've watched some of my other videos, then I know you've heard me say preparing for interviews is
75% preparation and 25% execution.
Hey, thank you, live audience. So that means preparation for this question requires a complete package of strengths, so nothing valuable gets overlooked. You want to show your strengths by emphasizing things like your number of years of experience, the specific skills that are important and relevant to the job, and any additional assets. Now, if you're just starting out in your career, then you're going to focus on your education and the value that having the most current training and information can bring to the role, along with your unique skills that I'll talk about in a minute. If you've recently updated your education or training, then point out the value this has added to your knowledge and abilities to do the job. Let me remind you though, you only want to mention education that's relevant to the role and industry. If you just recently completed a course on graphic design, but you're applying for a job as a bank teller or an accounting assistant, then it's not relevant and will only confuse the interviewer. But if you just completed a certification program in accounting or an online training course for Microsoft Excel, then it is relevant to the role. Next, you should include at least 3 to 5 work-related attributes that are part of your personality, but also you want to pick ones that are most important and most necessary in the type of job and industry you're applying for. This could be things like ability to prioritize, which is important in jobs in busy or multitask-based environments, or ability to stay focused on projects despite setbacks. Problem-solving skills. This is often important in customer service and technical roles. Your professional expertise in the sector. This is a great one if you're in a unique industry. Ability to work under pressure. This is important in jobs that are typically fast-paced or where sudden changes in priority can happen. Being recognized for your leadership skills. This is an obvious one if you're in a leadership role or a team lead position. Having a positive attitude. I think this is one that's important in all roles for employee morale, teamwork, company culture, because let's face it, who wants to work with someone who's always negative, sarcastic, and grumpy? But having a positive attitude is particularly important in customer service-based roles. There are dozens and dozens of attributes one can have, so those are just a few basic examples. Now, hold onto your hat because this is going to get a little bit harder before it gets easier. But bear with me for a minute and I'll give you some tips to help you brainstorm your way through this. And I'll give you a couple of fill-in-the-blank examples to help you along. Once you've identified those work-related attributes, now I want you to back them up with 2 to 3 brief examples with specifics, such as a time at work when you met very tight deadlines, a complex situation where you kept your cool, a time when you went above and beyond to assist someone, or something really unique that you did in a team project. Also, I want to hear at least a couple of hard skills that you're particularly good at that are relevant to the job, and I'll talk about those in just a second. As an interview coach and interviewer, I know this is hard for many people to come up with, so here's my hot tip to help you get started. Grab a cup of coffee, sit down somewhere where you can reflect, and write down as many of your unique strengths and assets that you can think of. And you'll want to have at least 10. You aren't going to give 10 in your answer, but different roles in different industries will require different strengths, so you want to have lots you can choose from. There are hundreds of words you can choose from, but here are some keyword ideas on personal attributes to help you get started. Energy, enthusiasm, perseverance, drive, initiative, confidence, integrity, problem solving, patience, communication skills, attention to detail, consistent, diplomacy, interpersonal skills, determination, industry knowledge, approachability, logical, and empathetic. Here are a list of hard skills. Analytical, which could be related to data or situations. Computer skills, technical skills, which could be software, engineering, or equipment. Excellent researcher. Writing, editing, copywriting, proofreading, language translating, digital or graphic design, web development, IT networking, marketing skills, people management, online marketing, project management, or presentation skills. Finally, finish your answer with something like this. I hope I've described my strengths and shown what I can bring to this opportunity. Was there a particular strength that you had in mind that perhaps I didn't include? It's important to ask this question because if the interviewer mentions a specific that you didn't cover, this gives you a chance. Although you'll be thinking on your feet, try to indicate that you either have that strength or that you can quickly develop it. Now, here's another hot tip. If you're applying for different types of roles or similar roles but in different industries, be sure to research the job posting or job description thoroughly. Look for clues of what qualities and attributes are required or desired in the job and make sure to include those in your answer. That is why preparation and practice are so important. Now, let me give you a couple of quick fill-in-the-blank examples. Example 1, I have X number of years of experience working in, name your field of work, and my knowledge of, now you can fill in a key relevant knowledge, product, or market area, which means that I would be able to make a significant contribution from the beginning. I am, now outline your chief abilities, and because of that I have, and give your key achievements. I believe my current or previous employer would agree that one of my key strengths is my ability to do the job even under difficult conditions. For example, now describe a time you succeeded under difficulties and the benefit to the company that resulted. Example number 2, I would say my greatest strength is my ability to sell. I have experience in, now outline some specifics, types of sales, specific sales skills, etc. Within the past couple of years, few months, I have, and then give some brief examples of your achievements. I believe this was possible because of my, now pick your most relevant sales ability, my pick your most relevant professional skill, and my pick a couple of your most relevant personal qualities. Now, do you see how an answer like this, compared to an answer like I'm hardworking, dedicated, loyal, and friendly, is going to truly impress your interviewers? Now, let's do a quick recap. When asked what your greatest strengths are, number 1, mention any education you have that is relevant to the role. Number 2, list 3 to 5 personal attributes that are important to the role, industry, or maybe even the company culture. Number 3, include 3 to 5 hard skills that are specific to the position, but you're also highly skilled at. Number 4, provide at least 1 or 2 examples that demonstrates some of those attributes and hard skills. And number 5, lastly, don't forget to end by asking if there's a particular strength they're looking for that you haven't mentioned, and if you can, add it in. This is my magic formula for answering the question, what are your greatest strengths? Follow my formula and I guarantee you'll impress your interviewers. If you like what you learned in this video today, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you have a friend or family member who's looking for work, share this video with them. And if you're currently looking for work, then here are some of my top videos that you might also like. If there's a job search or interview related topic that you'd like to learn more about in a future video, then please drop me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.